Hey everyone, welcome to the L Spot Show. You have some special hosts today.
Yes.
I am Mrs. Ida B. Wells, journalist and civil rights activist, and this is...
I am Madam C.J. Walker, a pioneer in the African American hair industry.
Yes, laid to the gods.
Laid.
On today's show, it should be a great one, especially since we traveled back into time for you to meet with us today. We'll take you on a journey through history and how we've contributed to the lifestyles you guys are enjoying today. And then, of course, we'll take you back to the future and chat with a leading lady of 2018, Miss Judith Jacques, who founded Blackstreet and Black Women in Media companies. And of course, you know, we can't have a show without our entertainment fix. And of course, our guy Jameer is gonna drop those precious gems for us. So stay tuned.
Now watch me work. Light, camera, action. Now watch me work. Light, camera, action.
Well, welcome to the show, everyone. Of course, Miss Madam C.J. Walker, how are you doing today?
I am doing well, Ida. I'm just so happy that I'm here to tell you about how my contributions have helped the African American industry, and it's become a billion-dollar industry.
I heard. I believe the term is slayed to the gods. That's what I heard.
Laid to the gods.
Laid to the gods,
Yes.
of course. Having those creams and those edges laid down.
Lay them edges, girl.
And me, of course, activist, editor, writer. So my job was definitely getting all these notes to the masses and making sure that all of our newspapers, we're having our voices being heard. Especially during the civil rights era, there's so much happening, there's so much turmoil, especially for our rights. We want to make sure our voices are heard. So I was in charge of making sure everything is right in the newspaper and sending it out to everyone. And it's just been a great turnaround. And I've even heard that in the future, it got even bigger, that there's newspapers and you could even get them online through this thing called the internet. And then there's something like Twitter where people could tweet the news and you could get it as it's happening.
A Twitter?
A Twitter.
I never heard anything so crazy in my life.
It is crazy, but I guess it's working, all from the things that we've been doing today. So I heard good job to you, good job to us. Yes, the females. But gotta give it up to the guys too, because they have been some great inventions that they have made that, you know, contributed to the lives that everyone in the future are leading and advancing from.
Yes, and you know your favorite peanut butter was by George Washington Carver. So if he didn't invent the things dealing with peanuts, we wouldn't have that smooth tasting jam that we can put on our bread.
I like mine with a little bit of crunch, a little bit of peanuts in there. That's my favorite. But yes, definitely got to give it up to Washington Carver for all of that. And of course, I have Thomas Jennings, who received the first patent by African American. And that basically paved the way for any African American who invented anything to actually get credit for it. Back in the day, there were some inventions that unfortunately we did not get the credit for, but Thomas Jennings, he held it down. He made sure he got that patent, held everything down legit the right way. And, you know, got to get your credit to make that money.
Coin. Is that what they say in the future?
I think it's
Coin?
get that coin. Get that. Secure the bag, I've heard. Secure the bag, you know. All right, so Thomas was making sure we had that down. And of course, Mr. Mark Dean, who was an engineer in IBM. Now listen to this. So back then, companies they had bigger money, so they were the ones that were buying those computers. Computers were big, heavy things, you know, not something that I hear people could type on in their little laptops, but they were big, huge things that only companies would buy. But then he was able to make computers more personal and smaller, and basically that you could buy it and have it in your own home. And you could plug it into printers and different other things, and he made that all possible. So shout out to anyone that has a computer in their house.
Well,
it was up to
because of
him.
If you didn't deal with him, you wouldn't be able to have your iPhones.
Of course.
Or they even had a thing called the pager.
A pager.
A pager, a sidekick. All of these things were invented by Shirley Jackson. She helped us get the touch-tone phone.
Touch screen phone. I heard that has become a big popular thing in the future.
Big popular
and
thing.
Everyone has one. And that's where they do the Twitter. That's where they do that Twitter thing that we were talking about. Right from their phone. Like, we could be sitting right here and I could tweet something and you'll be able to find it.
Well, I hope I can find somebody who has a phone so I can Twitter.
Of course. And you could you could get all your hair products out there. I've heard that people have been doing that. They use a thing called Instagram, and they put ads out on social media.
Really?
And even in the newspapers.
Well, I know that they're doing really good things in the hair industry because there's a Miss Jessie's and there's a Shea Moisture.
Ooh, I've heard of that. I heard the host of the L Spot show, Miss Camille J, she uses that Shea Moisture stuff and get those curls popping.
I saw, and her hair be laid. And also a Carol daughter, and it's just become $1 billion industry, and everyone is just really investing in their hairs. There's lace fronts, the wigs that look like it's growing from your scalp. A wig, girl.
That is amazing. Shout out to the future. Shout out to us.
Shout out
for
to
paving
us.
the way. And I think it's really amazing that, people like us were able to go out there, be diligent and be strong and put our ideas out on paper and really get it out, which, helped everything revolutionize into the inventions that everyone is using in 2018, which is, just amazing. But, so I've heard that there's this mega star, Oprah, right?
Oprah.
And she's just been a television host, a journalist, and all of that. And she said in 2018 that a new day is on the horizon.
And she got good hair.
She got good hair. I know she uses those wigs, but underneath those wigs, still got good hair. Good stuff. But she said there is a new day on the horizon. And in this speech, she mentioned that even in 2018, the fight is not over. They're still fighting for civil rights in a different type of way, with gender equality and race equality. People are still fighting to make sure that we as African Americans are still being treated equally as everyone else and not getting put on the back burner. So even in 2018, the fight is still happening. So we have to make sure that we do all we can here, because it's still going to be going on in 2018.
Oh my goodness. That just worries me so. Just think that everything that we've done, we still have a lot to do.
There's still a long way to go. And it can be a little sad and a little heart-wrenching. You think that we paved the way and that everything will be great for our future. But what I love about it is that we have strength, and from our examples, they'll learn that they too can have the strength to keep going and to keep fighting and to keep inventing things, keep writing down your thoughts, keep making our voices being heard, because then that's how we become the presidents and the lawyers and all that stuff. Can you believe that they even had a black president?
I heard his name was Obama, and he had a beautiful wife.
Beautiful wife.
And she had good hair.
Beautiful wife. I heard. And they were all swaggy, and they were in the White House.
Swaggy?
Putting on just a class act, being classy and everything. And without us, they have hope. I'm glad that they're able to see that. That was even possible to happen, and it could give hope. Even them, people like Oprah and people like Barack Obama are giving hope to people past 2018. And making sure we have tons of presidents to come that are African American and from any other place.
And then there's also they're doing really good work in film now. There's a Ava DuVernay. Is that how you say her name?
Sounds like a good name to me.
Awards. She does things like Queen Sugar. I heard of Queen Sugar. It's on the OWN network from that lady you just said, Oprah Winfrey.
Oprah, yep, see? She's out there. She does amazing things. And it's good that people are out there doing what they can, having the same jobs as everyone else, being treated like everyone else. But like we said, it doesn't end in 2018. We just have to keep fighting, keep being resilient, keep being strong, using our brains, using our education, learning from the people like us, using and taking advantage of the hard work that we've done, so they put in the hard work so that their kids could take advantage and just keep having a beautiful future.
I cannot wait to see what the future is going to be like. I hope they let us come back again.
Of course. But I'm keeping some of that stuff. Like that touchscreen phone, I'm taking that back. And of course, that Shea Moisture that you were talking about.
And get some of that Carol's daughter. I heard it was amazing.
Yeah, we just got to get our bag, secure the bag, and take it on back with us. Well, it's time for our sponsor announcement. But when we get back, Angela Yvonne will be giving us an entertainment fix. And then we'll be back with Judith Jacques, the founder of Blackstreet and Black Women in Media. Akai Tire Artistry by Cynthia J is a New York City-based makeup artist who highlights each individual's best unique beauty look using their clients as inspiration. Akai Tayo by Cynthia J provides services for fashion shows, television, magazines, and other media outlets. Their motto is Be Inspired, Be an Inspiration. And we are proud to have them as a sponsor of the L Spot Show.
I'm Angela Yvonne, and welcome to your Entertainment Fix. Get ready to gear up your DVRs because 2018-2019 TV season is sure to bring back memories of familiar faces returning back to the big screen. The Handmaid's Tale comes back swinging with Academy Award winner Marissa Tomei. The actress' specific role is under wraps, but you can be sure that it will be a performance that you don't want to miss. Handmaid's Tale returns Season 2 Wednesday, April 25th on Hulu. XO Nicole will be doing even bigger things in 2018. The lifestyle website has been acquired by Will Packer Media. The lifestyle website has gone through major changes since its start as a mega entertainment gossip site formerly known as Nicole Bitchy. Now it is a place where women can find encouragement, enlightenment, and inspiring women to live their best lives. Will Packer Media's successes include Girls Trip, Think Like a Man, and Straight Outta Compton. This partnership is sure to take the lifestyle brand to heights we have never seen. Run me my money, and where are my coins? That is what Tracee Ellis Ross is saying after finding out she's making considerably less than her TV husband, Anthony Anderson. Fresh off the Golden Globe win, Ross found out during her Season 5 contract negotiations. Ellis Ross says she will limit her appearance on the show until the money makes sense. Now that is what I call securing the bag. Now that's it for your Entertainment Fix, where you can get a dose of pop culture in 2 minutes. Make sure you follow me at Absolutely Angela Yvonne and Entertainment_Fix for more entertainment. Let's keep the conversation going. Follow us at the L Spot online, and we will see you soon.
Thank you for staying with us today. So we have Miss Judith Jacques, Black women in media, doing amazing things. How are you today?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for having me on the show.
Of course, of course. So, of course, we want to get into everything about you and your companies. So tell us, how did you even get this started?
How did I get the organization started
Yes.
itself? Well, it started with my own virtual firm, Jacques Enterprises. I started off with event planning and production and management about 15 years ago. And that's pretty much how it started in terms of just my entrepreneurial spirit. And I had a cancer scare. I'm currently cancer-free by the grace of God.
Yes.
So upon being cancer-free, I thought about my purpose and knowing that if I'm still here, then God definitely has a plan for me. So I thought of what can I do for my community, and that's how Black Street was birthed. Black Street is the nonprofit organization that caters to the empowerment of the Black community and just the upliftment and just changing the narrative of how we are represented. I was tired of seeing the misrepresentation of our community. I was tired of seeing that there was this small percentage, per se, of how we are in tune in certain industries. For example, you know, the cooking shows, which, you know, we all love to eat, right? Yeah. So when it comes to the cooking shows, we would watch these cooking shows, and there would always be that one or two token Black person. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And if anything, you know, the Black community, the Black culture taught the world how to season their food.
Oh, of course.
So if anything, we should definitely be the ones spearheading this industry. However, we are misrepresented. There are little to few opportunities, and in order for you to get noticed, you have to go above and beyond, and that's just in every industry, right?
Yeah, that's sad.
So Black Street is the umbrella organization for Black Culinary Expo, which I explained earlier. In terms of the misrepresentation in the culinary industry, I decided to start an organization that gave Black culinarians and restaurant owners an opportunity to be highlighted, and that's going to be September 2018. We're going to have our large expo here, right here in New York City. Yes. So I'm really excited about it. And then we started Black Women in Media, which is a nonprofit organization that basically caters to Black women in media sectors, and just giving them an opportunity to be highlighted and recognized. If you see a Black anchor woman, you know that that woman has gone through she's broken every glass ceiling that there is.
Yeah.
You know, not only is she a woman, but she's also a Black woman. So, you know,
TV.
exactly, on television. So there is a certain amount of decorum and a certain amount of expertise that this woman has to have in order to have attained that level of in the industry in general. So we wanted to provide a platform to celebrate those women. And we also wanted to give other media mavens an opportunity to be highlighted and to be inspired and to learn. That's why we have our conference as well, which is March 28th, and our awards will be March 29th of this year, also in New York City. And Black Celebration Awards, which is another organization, a subsidiary under Blackstreet, which gives an opportunity for Black individuals within 20 different industries, be it arts, the performing arts, acting, medicine, sports, you name it. Whatever industry it is, we wanted to give them an opportunity to be highlighted and honored, and we just honor individuals within each of those industries. There's a voting process that they go to, so a people's choice sort of kind of voting process, and then we also honor elite individuals as well as celebrities who's dominated and crushed those industries as well. So that's just the gist of it and what it is that I do.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Going back to what you were saying, I know that you have these different organizations to highlight us as Black people, but why do you feel that we are so ostracized or not giving our just due in these different industries?
Well, I'm happy you asked that question, because that's really not a question that's asked often. And the reason why I personally feel, and I think a lot of us feel this way subconsciously, there's a lack of representation, is because it benefits other communities for us to be misrepresented. You know, in a lot of ways. You know, if we're represented more often, then it gives us an opportunity to grow. It gives us the opportunity to be inspired, and they don't want us to be in control.
It levels the playing field, and they want to
more so. I think it actually makes it unfair for them.
Yeah,
because we are excellent in everything that we do.
Absolutely.
You know, no other race could have gone through what Black people have gone through and have still rising from the ashes.
Yes,
you know, we're phoenixes, and yes,
too.
yes.
No crazy repercussions or
Right,
reactions
right.
back. I feel like they feel like we would.
There's this fear of, okay, you know, what if
yeah.
they do become? So that's why there's this white power and you know, so on type of thing going on, because they want to maintain, like they say, I don't want to misquote them, but whatever. They want to maintain control, and they want to make sure the continuity of their race. So it's very important for them to make sure that they just keep on going, because they're afraid if Black people were to continue in this capacity, then in the capacity of being uplifted and educated and have equal opportunities, it wouldn't be fair to them.
Run the world.
Yes.
Run the world.
Yes.
Early in the show, we were talking about some of the inventions that were made, and just how our lifestyles wouldn't be what it is today if it weren't for us. If it wasn't for some of the things that we made.
Huge contributions, absolutely.
Exactly. And what I love about you and your company and all the things that you mentioned, the feeling that I'm feeling is just a feeling of hope.
Yes.
That we're doing all these things and we're just giving. You're paving your way, and you're honoring all these people who've done amazing things, and you're giving hope to the next generations that they too can do this and more.
Right.
So that's something that I love about all the things that you're doing and all the
you.
inventions that have been made. So tell us a little more about the conference that's happening in March.
Oh, absolutely. So March 28th and 29th is our Black Women in Media Awards and Conference. The conference will be the first day, March 28th, from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. We have a beauty lounge, and I say that first because, you know, women love being pampered.
Absolutely.
So there will be hair and makeup, and there'll even be a esthetician, you know, doing massages, and there'll be a manicurist.
We are in.
Okay.
We are definitely
I'll be there before the door opens.
So aside from that, we also have a shopper experience where we're giving opportunities to Black women, Black-owned businesses, not just Black women, but Black-owned businesses to highlight, their product, their services, whatever it is that they want to feature. So if you're interested in being a vendor, then you definitely please go to www.bwimawards.com. Check into the tickets sector, and then you'll see more information in regards to that. But in regards to the event itself, we definitely have opportunities such as the panels. We will have panels in regards to news and journalism. We'll have panels in regards to just anything in terms of communications, in terms of just being in the media and itself. There are people who are interested in being speakers. We have Stacey NC Grant, who's the keynote speaker. So I'm excited about that. She's also hosting.
Exciting.
My eyes got big.
It sounds
Really?
exciting. What do you hope that people get from these events or your businesses in general? What do you want your audience to get?
Well, most importantly, I want them to be inspired, because that's what did it for me. Was it inspiration? Inspiration in any capacity. When I'm in a room with other people who look like me, that's why representation is very important. When I'm in a room with people who look like me, and you see them doing great things and they've overcome the same obstacles that you're probably facing at the current moment, it's important, because at that moment I'm like, I can do it too.
Yeah.
And that's all I needed, was that mentality and that thought that I could do it.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So I know you have so much going on, but send our audience to the exact place where they could get all of the information. Let them know right now.
Well, you can definitely visit blackwomeninmedia.com. That's our website, but the actual event is www.bwimawards.com. And we have other websites such as blackculinaryexpo.org, blackcelebrationawards.org, and you can also follow our pages on Instagram, on Twitter, as well as Facebook.
Okay, I loved it. I mean,
I got chills because anytime I see us doing big things, it just warms my heart. Thank you so much for letting us know about the information. Your event, I'm sure to be there, because I'm just waiting. And make sure that you stay tuned, because Jameer Pond will be giving us dropping those gems, and we will be right back.
Hey, we dropping gems again. Weekly gems to help you get your life together. We're talking all about Black history, right? So we're celebrating Black History Month. It's February. Things are going well with Black Power. And then in March, we fall off. Why are we not keeping that same energy? We're allotted 1 month, and it's the shortest month that I might add. But why are we subjecting ourselves to just 1 month of Black history? Now, I'm sure during the month you do something like you wear extra kente cloth and your kufi's on proper. We always subject ourselves to 1 month, and then we just out. Why do we do that? Should we only be relegated to 1 month? Should we even have a Black History Month? I saw an interview with Morgan Freeman, and he had asked Mike Wallace if they celebrated Jewish History Month.
Which month is Jewish History Month?
There isn't one.
Oh, why not? Do you want one?
No.
I don't either. I don't want a Black History Month. Black history is American history.
Black history is just not 1 month type of thing, but it always seems to never fail. We always get relegated to that 1 month where we have a lot of pride and we never keep that same energy. We only talk about Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and Harriet Tubman. Not that I don't love Rosa Parks. She's contending for Black History Month MVP right now between her and Martin Luther King. But I'm cool. I've been learning about Rosa Parks since I was young. What about Sarah Bartman? What about Satchel Paige? What about Charles Drew? There's so many impactful people in our history that just get glossed over that deserve that MVP title as well. So my proposal and my challenge really is to get y'all thinking outside of just February. Learn about your history daily. We have a rich culture as Black people in America, and we should celebrate ourselves throughout history. So that means if you want to wear kente cloth and a dashiki in the middle of July, you should be able to do that without people looking at you, all right? Since due date for Black Panthers in February happens to be Black History Month, doesn't mean you can't watch it in September if you chose to. All I want you to do is to take the knowledge, take the interest, and keep the same energy and celebrate Black history throughout the whole year. You should be learning about your history every year. So that's my gem for your ass. Hey, look, pick up them gems, and I'll catch you next week for more. Peace.
Well, thank you guys for joining us on this very inspirational show today. Of course, you had me, Miss Ida B. Wells.
And you had me as Madam C.J. Walker.
But you know, it's really Camille and Angela, obviously. But the point of it was to, you know, be inspired, learn about our history. And of course, Miss Judith Jacques gave us so much information about all the things that she's doing. But it was great, very inspirational. So make sure you head out to that conference, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be great. So I want to thank you, Angela, for giving us the entertainment fix and joining me on the show today.
You.
And of course, our guy Jameer, who couldn't be with us in the studio, but of course, gave us those gems.
Yes, of course. So make sure that you follow me at Absolutely Angela Yvonne or Entertainment_Fix. And we will see you soon.
Of course. And you know where you can find me, Camille J_. Make sure you stay tuned. You too can network and be recognized. This is the L Spot Show.
The L Spot Show. Watch us work. Hey.
Now watch me work. Light, camera, action.
Now watch me work.
I can't believe where I'm at now. I dreamt about this for a while. I knew I'd be a superstar. Didn't think I was gonna make it far. Been through trials and tribulations. Almost lost faith, thought I wouldn't make it. But my God is the greatest. And now it's my time to shine and be fearless. Now it's my time to shine and be fearless. Now it's my time to shine and be fearless. And be fearless. Claiming my time. And be fearless. Taking what's mine. And be fearless. Now watch me work. Light, camera, action. Now watch me work. Light, camera, action. Now watch me work. Light, camera, action. Now watch me work.
It's time to make a movie, y'all. Cameron J. I'm a star, I shine way brighter. Everything lit, yo, they calling me a lighter. Came out swinging cause I'm born to be a fighter. Gifted with the words, so I'm known to be a writer. I done came a long way. Trip to the top and I came here to stay. Ain't worried about y'all cause today I'm feeling fearless. If you ain't showing love, I can care less. I can move through a crowd with a smile on. Got a bank full of money I can pile on. So it's lights, cameras, flash cause I'm here. Net worth bringing in a new year. Hands up, everybody celebrate. Only making big moves like a heavyweight. Flawless, how we rockin' the jewels. Front page of the time if you talking the news, you heard?
Now watch me work. Light, camera, action. Now watch me work. Light, camera, action. Now watch me work. Light, camera, action. Now watch me work. To shine and be fearless. Now it's my time to shine and be fearless. Now it's my time to shine and be fearless. And be fearless. And be fearless. And be fearless. Now watch me work. Now watch me work.